So Kieferton had a problem. He grew up in this place called Illinois, but he's not allowed to go back there anymore. So he grew up with this guy, and a bunch of other guys, and they were pretty close. Like super duper close. They like to pass the time by making songs about people they, no big deal. But everyone around the world started listening to Chief Keef's song going, that boy making music. So boom, that boy starts making money, but uh-oh, he gets a phone call. They say, hey buddy, one of our friends got locked up. He's your friend too. We have a lot of money to get him out, but we just need a little bit more. He said, how much y'all need? They said about 7,500 left. He said, no big deal. Now, the person who called him, his name was King Von, and remember, they go way back. Chief Keef stopped returning his phone calls, but King Von wasn't mad. He was just a little disappointed. Now, his other affiliate, Lil Durk, on the other hand, was mad. But everything explodes when Durk goes to jail. They said, hey, Keef, we really need you this time. It's only $10,000. You just got a $6 million deal. It's no big deal. Keef said, hey, not a problem. Where do I send the money? They said, you could send. He said, psych, stupid, I ain't paying. So some people in the neighborhood start getting upset. So his people start getting robbed. Things start getting grimy. But he not backing down. He going back at him. But things don't get bad enough to where they can't make up. Remember, they go way back. King Von goes, hey, it was a little weird, but we go way back. Durk and Chief Keef talk it up. They still have a weird relationship, but they're cordial. Oh, you thought they was the reason that he left? No, they were only part of the reason. See, his biggest op is this guy. Meet the ex-mayor of Chicago, Rahm. You see, in Chief Keef's height, Chicago was considered the capital of America. That was embarrassing. So embarrassing, in fact, there was basically a rule. If you see Chief Keef, lock him up for anything. You see, all he needed was for someone to blame. You see, he hated Chief Keef. He had no respect. He would make songs called F the Mayor. They sent him to rehab. He would post pictures of him. Matter of fact, watch what happens when they arrest him for going 110 and a 55.
That's how fast you're going, 110. Oh, that's a fast car. That's why I bought it. There you go.
He had a complete disregard for the police, and the mayor made him the face of everything bad that was happening in Chicago. So the police basically put him on the most wanted list, which basically meant that if he stepped foot inside Illinois, he would be arrested on sight. Now, I bet you're wondering why all the other states, because he's traveling around at this point, didn't send him to Chicago. Well, because everyone knew putting him on that most wanted list was a very petty thing to do, and it would cost a lot of money. See, they only technically had him for 3 misdemeanors. People get put on that list for felonies. They told the mayor, stop wasting our time. He said, that's fine. I just don't want him in my city. But it all came to a head when Chief Keef's friend got the person who was in a high-speed chase with police officers, and something very sad happened to a little human that barely started walking. Now, Chief Keef was trying to hold a benefits concert where all the proceeds go to the little human's family. He wanted to do this virtually, because prior to this, he already tried to hold a benefit concert to stop the violence, but the police shut it down. Now, to his surprise, the mayor put pressure on the venue to stop the concert for the little human, with police saying, and I quote, it seems as if he's being hailed a hero. It's a smack in the face to police officers that serve those communities. But Keef wasn't done. He decides to hold another concert in the state of Indiana secretly. They start throwing out different locations to confuse the police. The mayor's team goes as far as to call the people promoting the concert in Los Angeles and says, tell the police where Chief Keef is holding his concert, or we're gonna make your life incredibly difficult. So the mayor pulls some strings, and 3 minutes into Chief Keef's set, as soon as he says the words, stop the violence, stop the nonsense, the mayor shuts it down. So Chief Keef realized that if the mayor was willing to stop a holographic concert in another state that was benefiting a little human, if he still has old friends hitting him up because of the bail situation saying don't come back to Chicago, if he still on top of all that has ops on the other side, what's the point of going back to Chicago?